Best Buddies International is a nonprofit 501c3 organization dedicated to establishing a global volunteer movement that creates opportunities for one-to-one friendships, integrated employment, leadership development, and inclusive living for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
From an early age, he knew all how to push somebody's buttons. He always had that sense of humor. School was tough. He struggled socially. And we knew at age 3, he was officially diagnosed. Friendships, birthday parties, those things. He got invited to everything that his brother and sister got invited to, pretty much.
Other than family, he didn't seem to have a whole lot of friends. Nobody to call, nobody called him, and it was tough, especially during middle school. And then we get to high school, where does he fit in other than being at home? That was tough for him, tough for us to watch, trying to get him to something that would excite him.
It's not enough for a young person growing up that the only thing they have to look forward to is family events. This is unique to Hunter, and I think that's what Best Buddies did, is it gave him his little piece of the world.
We were getting down to the end, where are we gonna go, where are we gonna turn? What's out there for him?
What's going to happen after high school?
Yes, that's the big question, especially with a lot of kids like Hunter, what's going to happen after high school? Because there's not a whole lot. Best Buddies was just awesome, tremendous. We're so lucky that they found each other.
Although I was able to make friends, it was just hard for me because I had difficulty socially connecting with them, lack of eye contact, and just like the lack of confidence I had to make those friends. What I love about Best Buddies is that it's not just a nonprofit organization. It is one big family. It has just not only has made me a better friend, but it has inspired and empowered me to be a better person, better advocate for people like myself.
If Best Buddies was a person, it would be Hunter Huff. I'm gonna cry during this. It's just, I adore him so much. My life has changed for the better since meeting him.
The thing I love about Stephanie is that she is just so kind, compassionate, and just caring. She just completely goes out of her way to make sure that I'm okay. You couldn't ask for a better friend than that.
We're all struck when we found out that he was going to be a global ambassador. That has been one of his goals. Seeing him go out and speak like that, right now I'm kind of struggling getting through this interview. Just speaking to people, and he's able to just go into crowds. One, he has so much passion and love for Best Buddies, it's just natural to him.
Earlier this year, on Valentine's Day, I had a speaking event down in Palm Beach.
He got up there and he spoke in front of all of these people, donors and people who wanted to be part of this organization.
Ever since I became promoted to Global Ambassador, I spoke at my friendship walk. Then 3 days later, I got to fly up to Washington, D.C. to speak at an event. Then a couple months later, I flew up to Boston to do the Best Buddies Challenge. Then a month later, I had the ultimate privilege of attending my first ever Best Buddies Leadership Conference at Indiana University in Bloomington. It was just incredible. It felt like a movie.
Best Buddies has Best Buddies Living. We looked into the program. It's fantastic.
There's so many programs available while they're in high school, but once they get out of high school, there's not as many programs. The Best Buddies Living gives us a lot of opportunities, that there is a lot of hope that he can live on his own. And there's somebody going to do something, to help him.
Thank you. Yes, golly. We practiced on the way down, darn it.
What I want the world to know is that everyone deserves to be included, no matter who they are, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what ability or disability that you may have. You deserve to be loved, valued, and accepted just the way you are. At the end of the day, as long as I'm with Best Buddies, that's all that matters. I want to be with Best Buddies until the very end because it has meant so much to me, and I want to be with this movement for the rest of my life.
Sometimes the world is harder for people who are just a little bit different, but different, unique, and important. And it's important that this organization continue its mission so that they can make those children who then become adults feel seen and heard and have a safe place to grow as a person, to grow in their confidence, to become the next Hunter Huff.